Fantasy football fan, what's going on? This is Fantasy Football AF, and I'm your host, Mitchell RENZ. I want to give a shout out to TAVOUR for sponsoring today's show. And if you guys want to discover rare craft beers, go to TAVOUR.com right now, sign up for free, and guess what? They're going to bring you rare craft beers right to your door. So guys, shout out to TAVOUR. Let's get this one going. My wide receiver rumors, all right? And this guy is around, well, it's Antonio Callaway, but this should also be partly like Josh rumor section. So is Antonio Callaway safe play for week 3? Last week, 3 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. And his touchdown catch was absolutely beautiful. Josh Gordon, as I've said before, is no longer on the team. So this could open up Antonio Callaway, who's going to play opposite now of Jarvis Landry. The Browns are getting ready to play the Jets. And I think the Jets are playing much better than what I think a lot of people gave them credit for. But this is still a team and an option where I think the Jets can get beat deep because I think their cornerbacks are a little bit better out of the slot with a guy like Skrine. So if you guys, I don't know, aren't comfortable with starting Callaway or whatever, for whatever reason, I think, though, ultimately he is a guy who you consider in the flex. Now, these guys up here on the board, they're not flex plays. These are the top fantasy scoring leaders from week 2, and Stephon Diggs and Thielen there, both Vikings, and then you got Juju at 31.1 there for the Steelers, and Michael Thomas, dude. Michael Thomas is just absolutely tearing it up, just guzzling balls, quote, Cam Rodgers. All right, the next one I got for you guys coming up here on the board is Larry Fitzgerald. Is he going to be a game-time decision? Now, I made this right before I came on and I checked my phone, and Steve Wilks did come out and say that he does expect Fitz to play, but Fitz is dealing with a hamstring injury. Now, he's going to be monitored all week. Fitz is one of those veterans, and when a veteran gets injured, don't be like super freaked out when he doesn't practice. 10 catches this year, 104 yards. If the Cardinals think that Fitz is good to go, he's going to play. He's a tough guy, so if he doesn't practice, I'm telling you, please, please, please pump the brakes. I think he's going to ultimately end up playing. All right, I got one more question for you guys, and I want this to be pretty simple. Who is your favorite wide receiver in the NFL right now? Who's your favorite guy? Who's the guy that you like to root either for fantasy and real life? I want to know. For me personally, my favorite wide receiver in the NFL, sure, it's kind of a shitty answer, but it's Antonio Brown. Like, he's a small guy drafted in the 5th round who just didn't get any hype. Now, he's dealing with some shit right now with his coaches, and they're not getting along, and he kind of wants to be traded. But right now, Antonio Brown is my favorite wide receiver in the NFL. So, guys, please comment below. Who's your favorite wide receiver in the NFL? You know where my favorite place to get beer is? It's TAVOUR. And I go to TAVOUR.com, and I use that promo code CHATSPORTS, and I get $10 off because I love discovering rare craft beers. I think it's a great place to send people gifts because guess what? You can literally go on your computer. You can go on your app at TAVOUR.com, and you can curate your own box of beer with rare craft beers all over the states, and they're going to bring it right to your door. So shout out to TAVOUR, and cheers to all you guys. And guess what? I'll be back next week with some more Fantasy Football AF on Tuesday.